Oh, it's time. Time to get radical.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to Radical Comment of the Week for May 3rd through May the 9th, 2021. These are the very best comments from that time period. Starting out with the honorable mentions, we got Tutorials Website, P.O. Box Christmas, and Dumez. The bronze medal comes to us from Patrice Bryant. Since I believe that thoughts are things, and words are powerful, and of course, as I've told you, I follow the 5 agreements, I'd say you are accurate in saying human beings are weak, or at least they can be, if they believe it's such. Hence, why humans only use 10% of their brains. That actually blows my mind. Like, why don't humans attempt to use more of their brain every single day? Knowing that fact, why do we just accept that we are weak-minded? I have found that the more often I remember that fact, the more often I stretch myself to try and use more of my brain power for the good of myself and mankind. Psychic abilities, and those that tap into their minds, does not only have to be there for special people. I believe we all have that ability to do so much more than we think we can. I also believe that we create our own reality through our thoughts. Therefore, the more good thoughts we think, the more good we attract into our existence. Yet the lazy factor comes from accepting that we are only human. And therefore, why even try to use, say, 11, 12, or 100% even of our brain to manifest all the good we deserve to have in this life, here and now? Well, this is the other side of that argument. I made an argument about how human beings are weak. How, I talked about physical weakness. I talked about weakness to our vices. Inherently, mostly, weak in our nature. Weak as far as how much we can do physically. We even have to sleep, Like, we are so weak, we have to sleep. We burn ourselves out after 15, 16 hours of being awake. Without even really doing a lot, we burn ourselves out. So we are physically weak. We are limited creatures. But it's also an argument to me made that we are strong. Look at Superman and Batman. Superman, most people would say, is stronger than Batman. But what makes Batman strong is his flaws, his weaknesses. He's aware of his flaws. Batman's taken down superpowered beings by being smarter than them, right? So you can make an argument that if you are really tapping into your full potential as a human being, you can be quite strong. And you talked about how a lot of people have their, what was it here I want to really speak on here? Oh, creating our own reality through our thoughts. It's very interesting. I think I touched upon this on how just a simple tweak of your feelings and how you feel about things, a simple tweak of like your outlook can change almost everything about your life. There's a power in that. Imagine if you woke up feeling a different way than you did the day before. Imagine if you woke up not feeling terrible about yourself, your life. Just, having a day ahead of you and being motivated about life. Imagine the power in that. Imagine the power in that. So, yeah, we're only human, but humans have achieved amazing things. The silver medal comes to us from Destroyer of Heroes. Yeah, man, this is just a small part of the story, too. Tommy Tellerico, and his minions have all been doing damage control all over YouTube. Tommy actually deleted comments he made on Leo DS's channel after launching into some heavy personal attacks on Leo, and then Tommy still just avoided our questions. Smash JT, Brett Weiss, Relic Gamer, and OEB Pete have all been deleting comments and shadow banning people, highly sensitive to any criticism of Amico. If you look on Brett Weiss's latest video on Amico, you'll see he's having a hard time editing out all the negative feedback on the Amico. He's catching heat now for his praise of the controls. When there's video of gamers, they're having a hard time getting the controller to work. People need to take all this as a huge red flag. Tommy and his minions are clearly trying to mislead people. They are already making excuses for the IGN review, and the edited review is from Tommy complaining to them, trying to hide the facts. Tommy's own comments have been proven to be misleading and contradictive. If you say that the system isn't ready or it's not progressing, he'll say it's 99% finished. If you point out that it's not working right or doesn't look good, he'll say it's still in early development. If you put all of his comments together and listen to them, you'll see the real deception. Now, Tommy and all of his minions keep mentioning that there's a chip shortage. Watch how OEB Pete makes sure to casually mention it in every video. This is to condition the audience. You can expect another delay on the Amico, and Tommy and his minions will be like, oh, this is expected, it's not our fault. You guys know there's a chip shortage right now. This whole Amico thing has become a total clown show. It was really crazy for me to think that this thing gets sent to IGN, right? Sent to IGN. And the model that they had was showing lag. You saw it right there, even in the video on the article. There was a clear lag there. All right. What was that expression? My lion eyes deceive me. Is that what it is? Like, don't trust your lion eyes. No, trust your eyes on that. Trust your feeling you get from things. A chip shortage. Yeah, that's a handy excuse. A chip shortage. Might be another delay. Probably will be another delay. This thing is not ready. I mean, the more and more I look at it, and the fact that there's people investing, they want people to start investing thousands of dollars into it, the more I see huge red flags. Like, as I said before, just trying to sell this thing, it's going to be a tough sell. And no one can dispute that simple thing I just said. This shit is a tough sell. Almost $300 for a system that plays mobile games. And, not even probably really technically intensive mobile games. Could this thing even play Call of Duty Warzone Mobile, or whatever that's called? Could it even play that? Asking a lot of money. And not even being 100% honest with their audience at that. I'm talking about Tommy in the comment sections. From everything that you have written here and everything that I've heard, this is not a guy that really seems trustworthy. He's trying to sell a product, all right? He's not trustworthy. Obviously, Smash is a minion now. He's not trustworthy. This OEB Pete, I don't know much about him. But I have no doubt that these guys are deleting comments. I have no doubt that they're damage controlling. And if you're damage controlling and deleting comments, then there are lots of red flags. Thank you there. Destroy of Heroes. Now we get to the gold medal, which comes to us from John Russell. To anyone that has a large collection that has accumulated in a short time, take a hard look at what you have. I cleansed myself of many PS3 games which I was buying cheap and saying, I'll play them later. That later never came. I filled my unit in the living room with stuff I thought I wanted, but in reality I tricked myself because of the price and the silly idea I would have time to commit to them. I realized that I was hoarding, and I was no better than someone that shows off their game pickups, never to be seen again. So I went through one day and harshly moved most of them to another room and left what I was still playing. What was left was small but surprisingly adequate. I then moved the unwanted games to my mom's and left them there for a month. Not once did I miss them or have the need to bring them back, so I sold them for a good price. It's been 6 months now, and I still do not regret it. Even if you are not in that mindset of realizing you are buying too much, try removing some games from your normal space and put them away out of view. You will soon realize you don't need them. You'd be surprised about what you really need in life and what you don't need. If you have a large game collection, I'm talking to all of you that have large game collections. Unless it's for investment purposes for the future, and you have a plan to actually sell off some of this collection, you don't need them. Is that going to anger and trigger a lot of you with large game collections? I'm not just talking about large game collections. Remember the upload I did talking about the guy with the world's largest Funko Pop collection? I know you're probably not listening to Funko Guy, but you don't need them. Repeat this to yourself. Do what John Russell did. Take these things out of you. Put them in the closet. Put them away. Right? Put them away. Just start taking things down, putting them away. You realize that many of these things that you think you need in your life, you do not need them. You don't need them. Do you have a lot of friends? Do you hoard friends? Do you have a lot of friends on social media? How many friends are on your friends list on your various social media? You don't need most of them. Accumulate friends because, what, it makes you feel like a special person? So you can brag to others that you have a lot of friends? You don't need them. Let's talk about YouTube. You talk about cleansing, right? As it stands now, what do I have? Like 5,800 subscribers? People put a big value on numbers, right? Subscribers. I don't talk to most of these people. I'm talking to you, John. I'm talking to Destroyer of Heroes. I'm talking to Patrice Bryant. Most of those people, cover your ears. I don't need them. Cleanse yourself of what you don't need in your life. Take a look at your life, right? If it's not bringing you personal enjoyment, if you're not believing in what you are doing, if you're not making things better or the world a better place, going back to what Patrice Bryant said, and using some of your potential to help make the world a better place, look at what you need and what you don't need. And as far as cleansing, personally, I have cleansed myself of many things that I would normally eat, things that were causing me great pain and distress. Simple things like peanut butter or things with peanuts in them. I found out that I didn't need peanut butter. Peanut butter was bothering me. Baked goods, cakes, cheese, things that were bothering me internally, keeping me from reaching my best version of myself. I don't think I'm at the best version of myself. Mentally, physically, emotionally, I think I still have some way to go. But I will guarantee you all that I'll have this mindset of what I need, what I don't need. Cleansing myself. Cleanse yourselves of what you don't need, of the people you don't need, of the food you don't need. Cleanse yourself to be a better person.